This should be something, ladies and gentlemen, a matchup not for the weak at heart.
No.
Inside Shamrock's domain, the Lion's Den, with Blackman's weapons attached to that cage. And here comes the lethal weapon, Steve Blackman.
It's gonna be 2 men in, but only 1 man's gonna come out of there, JR.
Very simple rules, 2 men will enter. Only 1 man will be able to walk out of the Lion's Den cage when this weapons match concludes here tonight.
Introducing from San Diego, California, weighing 235 pounds, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
And it looks like Blackman's already got those nunchucks conveniently tucked into his trousers there. Did you see that?
I saw it. I wonder if Shamrock's aware of it. Shamrock, the most feared, the most renowned mixed martial arts fighter in the world today.
Yeah, but that's just hand-to-hand stuff, JR. We're gonna see if he knows anything about weaponry.
And what must it feel like to step in this environment and shut that steel door behind you? The referee will be on top of the Lion's Den cage. No pinfalls, no submissions.
Well, Shamrock's done. Uh-oh, look at this.
And weapons are legal.
Shamrock's been in this Lion's Den before, but never with a bunch of weapons. There we go. Oh, man.
Did you hear that?
Busted the nunchucks right there.
And right on Shamrock's face this time. First it was the knee and then the face. And now Blackman, who can beat you in a lot of ways and hurt you in a lot of ways, including his feet. Leg lace takedown by Shamrock. And Shamrock going to try to hyperextend that knee in the early going here. The object of the match is to incapacitate your opponent and be able to walk out the door. Uh-oh, you got to. Yeah, Shamrock has got the nunchucks. We'll find out. Shamrock has blocked. Oh, nice leg sweep by Blackman, and the nunchucks go flying. Shamrock, who does have experience with these type of weapons as well, maybe not as extensive as Blackman, but Shamrock's no stranger to these weapons tied to the Lion's Den cage.
And did you see how quick Blackman was there when he went behind and took the legs out from under Shamrock?
Blackman may be one of the quickest guys I've ever seen in this business. Nice takedown by, and now Shamrock will hyperextend that arm and rip that elbow.
Oh, he's got the nunchucks.
Blackman blocking the extension of his arm, and now Shamrock with the advantage. And Shamrock just tossed the nunchucks out of the ring. They're not going to be a factor. The rest of this matchup will look the same.
Told you Shamrock wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Got a weapon in his hand, he throws it out.
Shamrock, who was run over by an automobile driven by Steve Blackman a few weeks ago. We saw that on Raw.
Now, wait a minute, that was an accident.
Well, that's your version of the story. I don't choose to believe
Have you
that.
not ever accidentally backed into something?
Not a human being, no, as a matter of fact. I hope that I never do. Shamrock has some payback here. Shamrock taking his time now with a man some call the silent assassin, Steve Blackman. Doesn't do a lot of talking. He does his talking with his hands and his feet. Thus Blackman, right hand by Shamrock.
Not doing too much talking right now, but Blackman needs to start speaking with those weapons.
Hard kick to the side of the head by Ken Shamrock, and down went Blackman.
You're gonna have to climb up the side of that Lion's Den to get the weapon of your choice, and here goes Shamrock. What's he going after, JR?
Can't see. Something up there. Oh, what is that?
I thought maybe there was a guillotine or something up there.
Kendo stick maybe, or just a,
Oh, wow!
some stick. I'll tell you what,
That's one of those canes.
that was a shot.
It's one of those canes you get caned with.
Blackman blocked the darn thing with his forearm, I think, and his elbow. Much to the surprise of all of us, and now Blackman
Cane him.
getting right back on the attack here, being very, very aggressive. Oh, God, that cage is not going to give much.
Cane him.
That is a tough fighting surface, folks, I'll tell you. There's no give in that chain link fence. Just, I can think of better places to compete.
Blackman may have
The inverted atomic drop.
fractured his forearm there when he blocked that cane.
And Blackman driving his knee into the groin area of Blackman. And now more weapons by.
What's he gonna do?
The weapon certainly living up to his billing here.
There's some kind of technical official term for those, JR?
I'm sure there are, King. Sure there is. I apologize for not knowing that. It looks, Oklahoma would call them sticks.
I'd call those the ugly sticks. Because after you get finished using them on your opponent is really ugly.
And Blackman has got a dark heart. There's no doubt about that. Beating Shamrock down, and not too many guys can say they've ever done that in any environment. Shamrock being choked. Blackman may choke Shamrock out, which would allow Blackman the opportunity to open that door and walk out and touch the floor. This match will be over. This crowd of 19,404 getting behind the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. And Shamrock, oh, what a great athletic move by Shamrock. Shamrock climbed the cage, got some elevation, and delivered a blow that got Shamrock right back in the game.
Blackman may be out there. He's up.
Remember, no pinfalls here, no submissions.
Are there any more weapons?
Blackman
Must be.
Shamrock with a shot right to the kidneys. And that'll change their attitude a day or two. Suplex by Shamrock, dropping Blackman right on Blackman, the back of Blackman's head. And the lethal weapon now, he's getting his oil checked. You know, these two guys, you had to believe that it had to come to something like this for these two men to settle their issues.
Just because they hate each other with a passion.
Oh, Blackman, oh, DDT.
Man.
Shamrock down, so is the lethal weapon.
Get that cane over there and use it on him, Blackman.
Blackman sees that weapon. I guess he's got his eye on something else.
I guess he's trying to prove he's going to beat Shamrock at his own game here.
Shamrock with those kicks to the quadricep, trying to knot up that thigh muscle is Ken Shamrock. And Shamrock with a power slam. Blackman bounced off that steel cage, and Shamrock caught Blackman and power slammed the lethal weapon into oblivion. But look at Blackman, look at that roundhouse. So is Shamrock. Oh. Nice move there. Enziguri type maneuver by Blackman, and down went Shamrock.
There's something up there that Blackman keeps looking at. Something up there he wants.
It's kendo stick.
He's going to put him away. There it is, the kendo stick. He's going to finish off Shamrock with a kendo stick.
We saw Blackman use this on Shamrock last week on Raw. We saw Shane McMahon use a similar stick on Test.
Right in the head. Here it comes. Neck, throat.
Former Minnesota twin Kirby Puckett in attendance tonight with his family could swing a bat. I don't know if he can swing any better than Shamrock is, or excuse me, Blackman is swinging that kendo stick.
Come on, get on him, Blackman.
Blackman, talk about unsharpened knives.
I don't know what's wrong with you. Get on him.
Blackman, look at aiming for the head.
Measuring him off.
Sure is.
Taking that one shot. There it is. Talk about Kirby Puckett. That one's going, gone, JR.
Blackman's going to win this thing here. I don't think Shamrock's going to be able to get back in this. All Blackman's got to do is request that the door be open and step outside, and Blackman will be your winner right now.
The referee's telling him no, he's not going to open the door. What's the deal?
Maybe Blackman says, I don't want the door open. I want to punish Shamrock some more. Shamrock back up, but Blackman couldn't connect there. Oh, man. And Blackman went for the ride from the belly-to-belly suplex. Shamrock reaching to his catch-as-catch-can bag of tricks, catching Blackman with a belly-to-belly suplex. And Shamrock getting that adrenaline rush.
Snapping.
No, Shamrock's got the kendo stick. And hold on. Man, look at Shamrock. Shamrock's gonna try to wear Blackman out here.
I was afraid of this, JR.
This is nothing but pure retribution. And Blackman got measured with that kendo stick, and Shamrock just, you talk about nailing somebody with a stiff shot to the head.
Look at that look in his eye.
Shamrock has got a killer instinct. That matters, so does Blackman in my view, but Right now, Shamrock's got the weapon. And remember, it was Blackman's idea to bring the weapons into the game. And Blackman is down. Blackman is down. He's unconscious.
It's not a pretty sight, is it?
Shamrock's got this match won now. Shamrock has turned it around with the use of one of Blackman's weapons. And Shamrock leaving the cage. Shamrock has won this Lions Den weapons match.
The world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Well, Shamrock will never back down, but he will knock you down. And normally when he does, King, you stay down.
I can't believe it. Look at Blackman. He got his lights turned out with the kendo stick.
Blackman is still unconscious thanks to Ken Shamrock.